We are back. We're getting ready to review Despicable Me 3 here on the Screen Team. We have got Chelsea and Matt to tell us whether or not this is one to see or one to let slide. Now, I'm curious. I've got a kid at home. He's 4 years old, Chelsea. Is he going to dig Despicable Me 3? Is this something is he going to get into?
Is he 4 already?
Yeah, he's 4.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, last time you saw him, he was like 2 months old.
Yeah. Aw.
Don't be sad. I'm sad enough for everybody.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Despicable Me, I think, is a fun movie to own at home.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really appreciate paying the theater to watch it. That was just something that I could have waited for it to come out, I think. To me, I felt like it was definitely a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they could have done more with it.
So what was it? What was it that was disappointing to you? I mean, obviously you've got the same characters that you know and love. You got the Minions. What was it that disappointed you about this film? What more did you want?
I don't know. I felt like I wanted more Minions.
Okay.
And more of the girls, and I felt like they had pulled less and just focused on, which I know that the movie was based on Gru meeting his brother, but to me, I just felt like they could have done so much with the evil guy and Gru meeting his brother and his new wife. This was supposed to be the first movie with him being married.
Right.
And they didn't really play on that a whole lot either. And they started to play on her, I'm a new mom and I want to bond with the girls, but they really didn't go anywhere with it.
So the main focus was the relationship of Gru and his brother then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I know that they, that's what they advertised for, but I felt like they should have touched more on a little bit of everything else too.
Matt, what do you think? Are you in agreement with Chelsea, or did you find other aspects of the movie that you liked or disliked?
I'm kind of the same way. You can tell that, okay, they're still cashing in on Steve Carell and all that. The fact that there wasn't anything really new. It was kind of like, we've seen this. Okay, moving on type thing. And her and I both discussed they had a lot more adult jokes than what we thought that the other movies had, and they were pretty blatant. I was like, wow, that shouldn't have been in there. Being a, I guess, G or PG movie. Yeah. But then at the end, you can tell, you made this movie so that you could launch another movie. Like, you can tell that if it makes a certain amount of money, they're going to make another one and another one until it falls below that line of what they decide.
Right.
And it's just going to get drawn out, just like most trilogies. Not all trilogies, but most.
Yeah.
So
Chelsea, with the first two, I'm a big fan of the girls. The girls, they're cute, they're adorable, they're funny. They bring a lot of comic relief to the film. The scenes that they were in here, do they still bring that magic in this film that they did in the previous two?
Edith did.
Mm-hmm.
That's the youngest one, right?
I believe so.
The unicorn girl.
I believe so, yeah.
I love that they kept her that way.
Mm-hmm.
But they hardly had Margot in there, and when they did, they kind of portrayed her as the typical teen, don't really talk to me, I'm too busy texting or whatever. And I can't remember the little girl's name, but
I don't know.
Angus?
Angus is the youngest one. I think Edith is the middle girl.
Yeah, you're right. Edith is the middle one.
But they didn't really give her the, I'm the tomboy and I'm gonna, they kind of tried to make her a jokester and stuff, but they really didn't. Like I said, they started to get you into that character, and then they just stopped. They just let it go. And so I felt like the oldest and the middle daughter were not as touched on.
Right.
But Agnes stayed the same. I'm out to get a unicorn, and that's what's going to happen in my life.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to see this film, but I remember seeing the first excuse me, I remember seeing the first trailer, and the first trailer highlighted the new villain in the film, which was voiced by Trey Parker. And I was like, oh my, it was a funny scene the way that it was set up. Did the new villain, was he portrayed a lot like that first trailer? Was the villain, was he a hit or a miss, is what I'm trying to ask.
I would almost say miss.
Okay.
There's a few scenes where he is like that, and it's pretty funny, but I think they did too much of wanting you to have sympathy for him.
Really?
Yeah, it turns out, spoiler alert, I guess, he's a TV child star, and when he hit puberty, they didn't want him anymore, so they cast him out, so he kind of took on the role of whatever he was playing and wanted to, get revenge on the world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they spent a lot of time telling us that story. And it's like, okay, we get it. Let's move on. So
I kind of laughed at myself in the theater because this is how I have learned that I'm getting older when I watch these movies. Because the first thing when that scene happened, I turned to Matthew and was, well, where were his parents? This whole movie over. Parents come in, they spank their child, move on.
right.
No villain created, But I was just like, that was the first thing I tapped him, and I was like, where are his parents? We wouldn't have this problem.
We would not have a Despicable Me 3 if it wasn't for their parents. All right, so it sounds like that you guys are done with the Despicable Me franchise. You guys think it's tired and run out?
I do.
Yeah, I'd say it's hard to run out. I wouldn't say we're done, but if a fourth one should come out, we will definitely wait till it comes out on DVD
Right.
and then probably wait for it to get cheap before we...
Yeah, and those big bins at Walmart.
All right, so this is one more question for you before we end. If Minions 2 comes out, are you guys going to go to the theaters, or are you guys gonna wait?
I haven't even seen the Minions movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So...
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
The kids at work say that it's amazing and they love to watch it all the time, but me personally, I haven't sat down and watched it.
Okay.
So.
I think when Madagascar did that with the penguins, I watched it, and then I realized it's funny in the movies because it's small bits here and there, but you do the same thing for an hour, and then you just get...
It gets tired.
So I think when the Minions came in, I was like, I'm not going to do that.
I honestly think that after the Minions movie, a lot of adults were like, because of the same, they were just, okay... they cashed out on the Minions. That's what the kids love the most.
Yeah.
And now Despicable Me is over. And then they made the third movie. And so as an adult, I feel like that's where us as adults were like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
But.
Well, cool. Guys, I appreciate you coming in and giving us some knowledge on Despicable Me and Snowpiercer and Ever After. And thank you guys again for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
That's Chelsea. That's Matt. I'm Chris. We're part of the Screen Team. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter. We're also on YouTube. And check out our official website at screenteenpb.com. Till next Saturday.